Yeah, it's 5:45 um in the morning here in Cambodia. I've been up all night. I've been awake since about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, and I still feel quite sprightly. I've tried to sleep during the night, and it's just not going to happen. I've thought about trying to stay awake all day today, um, to see if I can, get back into a regular sleep pattern. Um, but I am, such a wuss, I guess, when it comes to feelings that, are slightly distressing, in the sense, that if I feel uncomfortable or fatigued, then I'm like a little baby, that wants to be rocked to sleep, so to speak. So it's embarrassing to admit that, but that's a reality. Um, and it's part of my evolution, I think. Where I find it difficult to get motivated, because those negative feelings, I have split into good and bad, and I try and repress or suppress the bad things, the bad feelings. I've gotten a lot better in the sense, that I can deal with some negative feelings, but when it comes to feeling sorry for myself, basically, you know, um, running with a little bit of self-pity, I get dismayed very quickly, and I don't like that feeling at all. Um, for me, it ties into my past. That was very traumatic, and it's triggering in the sense that I guess I experience anger, and I don't guess I know I experience anger and frustration, or with the frustration of not being in my optimal zone, which I'm basically only just really starting to find now. Um, in my middle years, so it's all pretty good. I think I've made the decision now that I've spoken about it to try and stay awake all day. Um, you know, um, and I guess, that's another thing that I wanted to mention. This guest house um, is up for rent, and the money they want for it per month is quite exorbitant. It doesn't leave much room for any profit. Basically you'd be working, um, 60, 70 hours a week, for about $200 or $300 a month, if that. That's in the high season. In the low season, it wouldn't be anywhere near that. So I've been um, speculating about that. Um, in the wee hours of this morning, and I guess if a right price was negotiated, then, or some arrangement made, then I'd be willing to take it on. But you know, you're looking at expenses of around $2,000 a month, and you know, sometimes, yeah, I don't think there's that much money to be made in it. But you know, I'm a soft-hearted guy. You know, I'm not in it to make money, unless of course it's a major jackpot on a lottery, and then I'm all in. No, but going good with the gambling, and you know, realizing a lot of that is just self-seeking. You know, you know, I think money is power. Power gives you privilege and contacts, and basically, you know, I'm an arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch at times, and you know, I think I'm superior to the average human being, which is basically just a fallacy. Because when it comes to academic and scholastic material, you know, I fall well short of the mark. I'm visual kinesthetic. You know, I'm not auditory. Auditory is the best modality, I think, when it comes to absorbing new information. Visual and kinesthetic, you know, enables you to be able to integrate that into your life. And for me, I've started to find value in that, where I, you know, believe I can talk from experience as opposed to giving a rendition of memorized information that basically doesn't ring home to me. You know, so you know, I don't feel like a retard, you know, because I have short-term memory loss and things along those lines. You know, so you know, I don't know if it was appropriate to use the word retard, but a dumb fuck. You know, so it's all well and good. You know, I might toddle off and give myself some breakfast, can of Coke, some pizza, life in Cambodia, and you know, I hope everyone's faring well. You know, please subscribe, post in the comments if you got something to say. Just a quick shout out to say hello. It's all welcome. I'll get back to you. So yeah, I definitely do have a sleep disorder, and you know, I think I've grown through this experience, and now all I've got to do is get back into a regular sleep pattern. See how it goes today. Take care. Bye for now.